This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
So this morning in Shul, my good friend Rabbi Glatstein asked me a question, and he got me. It was a question I never heard before. You know, we give girls names, Tzipora, Basya, but the following name, we name an entire Parsha after it, but we don't see anybody using that name, Yisro. I mean, we have Parshas Yisro, but do you know any Jew who's named Yisro? What happened to the name Yisro? Why does the name Yisro fall into disuse? It's interesting. On Shabbos, my good friend Reb David Offman showed me from the Medrash Talpios, who brings that Basya and Tzipora were actually sisters, and they were both adopted. Paroi adopted Basya, and Yisro adopted Tzipora. But interesting, what happened to the name Yisro? So this morning I looked in my sefer on names, Shemois Ba'aretz from Rabbi Chaim Kanievski, and lo and behold, Rabbi Chaim addresses this question. He quotes the sefer Zecher David, that we have a tradition, there's a tradition in Klal Yisrael, we do not name after Gerim. We don't name Unclus, we don't name Yisro. And Reb Chaim asked, well, what about Oivadia? Oivadia, the Gemara says in Brachos, was a Ger Adoimi. No, we're not makbid not to give the name Ovadia. Ovadia we do give, but there's a hakpada not to give the name of a Ger. So he asked Reb Chaim, why didn't Unclus change his name like other Gerim? He says, well, it's not an obligation, it's only a minhag. And because Unclus was so well known, it was more of a kavod to leave his name so that people should know that he converted. Why Yisro and Tzipora did not change their name? Well, they converted before they came to Klal Yisrael, so they did not change their name. But it's interesting, the reason why the name Yisro is not given is because we do not name after Gerim. But it seems, though, that only applies to males. We don't name after male Gerim, because, again, we do use the name Tzipora, we do use the name Basya, even though she converted, and we do use the name, even though with Basya you could say, we don't actually use her name. Her name, if you look in Divrei Hayamim, was Bisya, so maybe we do change it somewhat and use the name Basya. But we do use the name Rus, so that seems to indicate that the hakpada of not using the name of a ger is only for the male convert, not for the female convert. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.